If your heater ventilation blower fan is making noise or your fan speed selector doesn't work correctly on a Skoda Fabia MK1, then stay tuned and I'll show you how to fix that. Sometimes leaves get drawn in behind the fan touching the blades, or the fan is loose, or the motor or bearing is worn, all creating annoying unwanted noises. Also, the fan speed selector is controlled by a resistor sensor within the system air duct and can often fail. Both these issues are easily remedied and are located on the bulkhead behind the glove box, which we need to take off first. Disconnect the battery, noting you have to recode the radio when you put it back. To take off the glove box, we need to first take off this end panel here, open the glove box, just push your thumbs at the front and it will release out, then pull forward and release the plastic locating tongues at the end. These are the metal pushing clips and the end tabs. Then you've got to take out 3 T20 screws here. Take those out. There is one screw down here, take that out. And then the last screw here, which holds the whole box up. You need to support it. I use my knees. Take that out and unhook the top edge with some little tabs and then just drop it down a little bit. And you need to pull off the cold air vent pipe, which just pulls off. Then the interior glove box light needs to be detached by nipping together the clip and pulling it out. Then drop the box down and pull it gently out and put it safe on one side. Here's the heater ventilation blower fan unit, and the fan speed controller sensor is up here. This is linked to the 4-speed control knob on the front of the fascia, and what very often happens with these is that it'll only work on number 4 and it possibly wouldn't work on the other 3. So if you've got issues with that, then this is the sensor that you need to change out. It's a little bit hard to get to, but there's a little prong on the front of it which you need to turn, and you turn the whole unit slightly to the left anti-clockwise and then jiggle it free and then lift it upwards, and once you've extracted the sensor then you can pull it out down with the cable still attached. This is what the sensor looks like, and it's a straightforward cheap repair which you can get on the internet for a few quid. Detach the wires, you just squeeze together the 2 clips at the top and pull it out. Once you've attached the new sensor, then lift it up high and then drop it down into the hole, and you want to be putting it in about 5 to 12 position, and then make sure it's seated and jiggle it about, and then once you know it's firm then you just turn it clockwise and then it should rest vertical within the housing duct. Once the new sensor is nicely fitted, you should get all 4 fan speeds again, like so. If you want to inspect the inside of the fan unit, there are 6 T15 screws, one here, another up here behind this clip, and one right at the top. Likewise another at the top here on the right, one just below it, and finally another one at the bottom here. I found the 2 very top screws difficult to get at, so I used a small knuckle swivel here, which worked a treat. I use a T15 bit socket directly attached to the knuckle and then onto the driver. Take out all the screws. Now the fan unit, you just grab hold of the back of the fan and just jiggle it and pull it, and they pull towards you and it'll come out. And here's the fan itself. Make sure that's free running, nice and smooth. It should be dead quiet. If it isn't, I'd probably replace it. If it's just loose, you might be able to just push it on tighter. Having a look behind the fan unit, I can't see any leaves at all in here, except that little spider's nest. And this car's about 17 years old, so I'm quite happy with that. Yours may be different, I don't know. If you look inside the cavity, you can just about see the heater blower speed sensor that drops down into the middle of the duct. To fit the unit back on, you've just got to make sure you align the part here on the right. This is the important bit, and it fits in this little slot. It's like a little lip that needs to go over the actual unit that you're fitting on. And I found you needed to sort of jiggle it into place so it all seats nicely all the way around before you put the screws back in. Once it's seated nicely, then put all the screws back in. Refit the glove box and away we go. Fairly straightforward really. If you want more detail on how to fit the glove box, check out my other video on Skoda Fabia glove box. I'll leave a link in the description and a link at the end of the video. Just make sure you keep a hold of it with your foot and put the crucial screw in down here at the bottom, which will hold it up while you put the other screws in. And don't forget to fit the pipe and the clip. And the end panel, and we're done. Job's a good one. Hope this helped you out, guys. Thank you for watching. Oh, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next video.